Hey guys, thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be doing a first impressions on the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. So it's this right here. The packaging of this, I mean, isn't this stunning or what? I love this. Totally different from her other palettes. Her other palettes actually I have them all right here, come in this cardboard packaging, which honestly I don't mind. They have a really nice mirror. The layout is nice. I don't mind this packaging at all, but now she came out with this type of packaging and it is really nice. It is a very sturdy plastic material. I really like it. It even looks like iridescent. I'm sure you guys are able to see that. It's really nice. She has this thing where she likes to add her face onto all of her 18 pan palettes. She's a very beautiful woman, but I'm a little bit over that. I wish she would do that differently as well. I don't know, it's kind of like get over yourself, right? No, I'm kidding. Not really. So inside you get a really nice mirror. And then I'm gonna flip this over so I can better show you the shades that are included in here. So those are the shades, and I'm sorry because I know all of this right here is quite reflective with the lights that I have, so I'm not sure how well this is picking up. This palette has 9 mattes. There are 6 metallics. There is a glitter shade in here, and then there's these other 2. Let me look up to see what these are. So these are called the Sheer Multi-Reflective Shadows. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this because I have not even swatched this yet. I did go ahead and play with a few of the colors while I was in store yesterday, which is when I made up my mind to buy this. I kept going back and forth on whether or not I wanted to get it, and I was seeing reviews here on YouTube to help make up my mind, and honestly I feel like the reviews were kind of all over the place. Most of the people did like this palette, but some people felt that some of the shades in here weren't performing how they were expecting them to, or they weren't too happy with the actual selections of the shades, and then there were some people that were just not really excited about it. So that actually piqued my curiosity even more because I then felt like I wanted to formulate my own opinion with this palette, and when I saw it in store, I knew it was definitely coming home with me. So here we are, and I'm about to dig my fingers into swatching some of these. So here are the swatches of the first row. We have Cosmic, Utopia, Ultraviolet, Nebula, Mercury, and Haze. And the second row we've got Off Balance, Galaxy, Libra, Crash, Momentum, and Supermoon. And the last row is Vortex, Hot Mess, Supernova, Karma, Golden Glitch, and Frazzled. So based strictly on my swatches, and we all know that swatches only tell part of the story, the only shade in here that I don't care very much about is Nebula, and that's because that's the glittery shade. And that's this one right here. And then the other shade that I kind of feel like doesn't really belong here is Utopia, which is this like orangey shade right here. So let me just swatch it, and it's that one there. Now the 2 most like interesting shadows in here because of their formula are, let's see, what's the name? Supermoon and Gold Glitch. So it's this one right here. And this actually feels very creamy. And then Gold Glitch, which is this one down here. And these are what they describe as the multi-reflective shadows. Just do a quick swatch of these. Just because these are special, so I feel like we need to give them some special attention. As you can see, very bright shades. Alright guys, so I'm ready to start playing with these shadows and applying them onto my eyes. So I'm pulling out my brushes here. And I think first of all, I need to wash my brushes because this is quite bad. Let's see. So taking my Wayne Goss number 3 brush, I'm going to dip into Vortex. And what I have on my eyes right now is concealer, and then I just set it with my face setting powder. So I don't actually have like eye primer, but I do use concealer quite a bit to prime my eyes sometimes. Just setting these creases a little bit. But let me point out, there is quite a bit of kickback here. So if that bothers you, these shades do have quite a bit. Well, I mean, it's only one so far, but that's quite a lot there. So I'm just applying this here in the outer portion of my lid and my crease. This seems to actually be blending very nicely. There's a nice gradient already, and I haven't been blending very much. But this quality, I feel like her mattes have definitely improved from her first original palette, which I actually have her original palette. I specifically remember being up really late at night waiting for it to release, because this was before it was sold at Sephora. You could only order it from her website. And with the time difference and all, I think it was like, what was it? Maybe like 1 or 2 in the morning when it was finally released. And then she was having a lot of website issues, and it was chaotic, it was exciting, and I got my hands on it. And honestly, this is kind of what started my big craze on ordering makeup. It pretty much did start with the Huda Beauty palette, like her original one, so that's so funny. But I do remember not being like crazy excited about her mattes. I felt like they were a little bit dry and really quite, I don't know if I would say difficult to work with, but there was definitely a learning curve with those mattes. But she has tweaked her formula, and I think they're pretty good. The pigment does not appear to be as strong once blended in as it does when you first apply it and or swatch it. So if you want this to be very intense, you're going to have to build up the shade a lot more to get to that intensity and get the pigment payoff if you want it to look like it looks on the pan. So I'm going to continue playing with other colors. I might go back into Vortex if I want to deepen my look. I have absolutely no plans of what type of look I want to do, so I'm literally just taking this as we go. So I'm wiping off the excess from this brush because I'm gonna dip into Haze. Now I feel like this is a huge risk I'm about to take here because I don't know how well this is gonna look with this eyeshadow, but I wanna see how it will look with this eyeshadow and where we can carry it from there. So Haze is this shade right here. I know, I bet you guys weren't expecting that, right? I just wanna play with it, let's see. And I'm going to take this into the crease. This shade here, literally, I got like spring vibes right now, like Easter vibes. This palette, I know a lot of people are also saying like it's totally not appropriate for winter. Sorry, I will wear whatever I want, whenever I want when it comes to makeup. I do not care. It's whatever mood I'm in. Okay, that's actually, that's not too bad. I don't think it is. Let's see. Now this color is very pigmented, and this one does stay more true to its actual color on the pan. Oh my gosh, creating like a 60s look with this, like all over the lid and then a thick winged eyeliner. Wow, that looks so pretty. But I've got to say, I like the pop of color right there. Okay. Now I'm going to use the shade Mercury right here, and this isn't a shade I would normally use, so that's kind of why I want to use it in today's video too, just to kind of see what I can create with it. Build it up here a little bit. Ooh, wow. Wow. Wow, that is really, wow. That is really pretty. I'm going to ultraviolet now and fill in the rest of my lid here. Like purples, I'm definitely more prone to wearing than blues. I've been traumatized with blue eyeshadow. You guys have no idea what I went through when I was in elementary school. So since then, blues just scare me. But purples, I love. So I feel like this shade though is a little bit difficult to like pick up. It's not I mean, I guess you just have to go back to pick up more with this one. So just know that this one did not seem as easy to use as a Mercury did. Wow, I really like this. I really like that. And now I just feel like I do have to use one of these special shades. So I'm going to go into Supermoon, which is this one right here. And I'm just going to pick some up with my finger. And then I'm going to tap over. This is going to turn these colors a little bit more icy. Okay, I do have a little bit of fallout there. Let's see. This piece right here. That definitely turned those eyeshadows more icy, but it looks really pretty still. And it's a good way too to kind of like unify the shades. So it looks nice. Okay. Picking up momentum here to clean the brow bone. And with the same pencil brush, I'm going to pick up Cosmic. And we'll apply this into the inner corner. This is also a very nice shade. I can't wait to use on the entire lid. Using Supernova, applying this one here in my bottom lash line, the inner portion of the bottom lash line. For the outer portion of the bottom lash line, I'm using Hot Mess. With a flat definer brush, I picked up a Vortex to deepen up my lash line here. So I'm just placing this as close to my lashes as possible. Alright guys, so this here is the finished look. I've got to say I'm really loving these eyeshadows. They're so pretty. The way I see myself using this palette more is just applying one of those creamy metallic shades onto my lid and then blending it out with one of the mattes, and then possibly with one of the, what are they called again? The multi-reflective shadows, these right here, these two right here. This keeps closing on me. These two right here, I can use them like as a topper to add more shimmer to my eye looks, or even on their own on the lids. So for me and my style in makeup, that is how I think it will work for me. But I'm very happy with how this looks, honestly. I really just wanted to play with as many shadows as possible to kind of get an idea of how they're going to perform. And overall, I am very happy. I did say I had a little bit of difficulty with this one right here. Again, it's called Ultraviolet. It is probably my favorite shade of this palette, so hopefully I don't really end up having a lot of issues with that, because that would really be a bummer. But overall, I am very happy that I did get this palette. It is totally something that's, oh my gosh, and Cosmic. This on the lid, I'm like super into pink shades right now, and that on the lid is also going to look so beautiful. So yeah, I cannot wait to use this again. I'm so happy I did walk into the store and I finally saw it, because I didn't even have it in my cart. I'm about to do another purchase for like to take advantage of the Sephora sale that's going on right now. I already picked up a few things, so I will be doing a haul for you guys. But I did not even have this in my cart because I just was not 100% sure I wanted it. Once I saw it in person, she had to come home with me, and I have found her a really, really nice place to join her other family members that I have here. So I'm very happy. Again, this is a first impression, so take whatever I say with a grain of salt. Things may change, and I will keep you guys updated in future videos. Alright guys, that's it as far as today's video. If you enjoyed this and enjoyed the look I created, please make sure you give me a thumbs up. It really does help me out a lot. And while you're there, do not forget to subscribe so you do not miss out on any of my future videos. Thank you again for spending some time with me today. Until next time.